a lot of times, not that I'm some arbiter of fucking Guilty Gear, but a lot of times when like people tell me like they don't know what to do, or they don't feel like they're doing things right, or they feel like people just block everything, what I try and explain is it's not necessarily a bad thing so long as you take the information from what's happening. And again, correlation doesn't necessarily mean causation, so the information that you draw doesn't necessarily mean that the actions that you can derive from that information that you should do are going to work, right? But they are there, and they're the things you need to then try as a progression from where you're stuck at. So this player, regardless of the level, has inherently understood that Abbott is a character where you need to be patient, right? You need to block. So in this scenario, there's going to be a lot of instances where I run some offense and she just blocks it. Particularly stuff like this. When you got them in the corner and they're like just doing nothing, this can be very discouraging. And people might think like I'm not doing anything right, I can't open people up, or like whatever I do is not working. This inherently is not a bad thing, right? Because for as long as you're doing this and they don't hit you, you're building meter, right? And with meter, you can do whatever the fuck you want in this game, and be very scary and possibly get open them up. Like a better Venom player here might have just done fucking the orb super and said, alright, then you want to sit there in the corner, I'm going to throw this at you. They probably would jump, and then you anti-air them. Or if they don't jump, you can 50-50 them in the corner. You know what I mean? But point is, the constant rinsing of attack options is not a problem. Obviously, you want to open them up and you want to win, right? But from this information, what I discerned, like this first round is a great example because I don't really do it, right? But I just kind of keep indulging, and I'm doing this on purpose. I'm seeing how committed this player is to what they're trying to do right now, which is just sit there and block, right? I'm trying to see what that means to this player. So are you just literally sitting there and blocking without the full understanding of what you're blocking? Or are you taking chances? Do you understand what I'm doing and you're looking for adequate gaps? Like, I'm trying to decipher particularly how you're doing what it is that you're doing. And what I discerned is that she's blocking as a byproduct of playing the character that they're playing, not because they understand my character or particularly the game that well. And because of that, throw offense becomes kind of free. Not free, but like I know they don't understand the gaps that well. So I can kind of be a lot more liberal with how I exploit gaps and what I do, because she's probably not going to press or do anything. And if she does press, it's not because she read me, mostly. It's probably because she took a chance. That in and of itself is key information. If you're punishing me because you're taking chances, that tells me that the dynamic that I put you in, you don't understand. So all I need to do is replicate that consistently and see how you behave when that happens. If you're guessing now, it's more often not going to be the case. You're going to guess the next time, and the next time, and the next time. Where am I? Look at this sequence, right? I don't know when she's going to press. I don't know when she's going to press, right? But look at my bar, right? I don't know when I hit her, but look at all my offense, like properly hit her. Look at my bar. I'm already nearly at 25%. If I hit her, I'm going to get 50. Like a decent hit, I'm going to get 50. Look at all this offense. There, if I'd have capitalized Q5, I might have hit 50. Purple RC and continue the combo wall splat. But look at all this, right? I've not opened her up. I've only just like smacked her on block and got some straight hits. But now I have 50 meter. I don't even know what I'd do here, but I would not be surprised if I go for a tap dust. No, I went for a throw. But I only do, but don't get me wrong, it's not going to be the only reason why I do it, right? But when I get here, my balls expand 500%. Because now I've got 50 meter. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And in most cases, like, I can either cancel it if I fuck it up, or, like I say, I could have thrown it and I could have spent that if I wanted to for a guaranteed wall spark. Like, the risk potential for you off my offense is now exponentially higher. Because with 50 meter, almost anywhere on the screen, I'm either going to hit you and break the wall, or I'm going to hit you and put you in the corner. Blocking a setup. Like, you have to deal with that. But you see, look at the commanding position. Like, again, a better player would have used the meter better here. Would have used the meter, period. But I only reached this position of strength because of this extended period of me hitting her on block. And then I have 50 meter by the time I put her through the wall. The song is also a banger. But yeah, long story short, running block string offense, or just offense in general, whether it's true block string or not, and not opening someone up is not the end of the world. Of course you want to hit them and get the reward from doing that, but that's not always going to happen. It's just not, right? So what you need to try and do is take the information from the things that you do and see what they're doing.